All right, cool. So it doesn't matter. We haven't really talked about anything anyway. So diving into NZD/USD, right? I'm not going to erase these because these definitely can still be take profits. So we're just gonna get rid of that. Gonna keep the markup as is. And now we're gonna go ahead and get straight to it. So look, this is what I want you guys to focus on. I want you guys to focus on this right here. So if we're looking at NZD/USD, what I want to be able to look at is going to be right up in here. So we use the replay tool so we can come back and look at this big area of consolidation that happened, right? Why is this important? So at the moment that all this was consolidating and so on and so forth, what we were waiting for is the market to give us a direction. So we either wanted it to pop out to the upside, give a retracement, go up, okay? Or what we possibly wanted to see was it to drop down to the downside, give a retracement, and then keep going. So what did it end up doing, right? So if you guys notice, the market ended up breaking out to the upside. But once it broke out to the upside, it didn't actually want to give this to continue going higher. So this is why you always got to make sure you watch out for like the people that are just waiting for the market to break a high and buy it. You can't just trade like that. This is a perfect example. So if you notice, the market is now confirming that it wants to go down. So the reason why I'm bringing all this up is a lot of times whenever the market breaks out of a consolidative zone, once the market pulls back to this area, it should continue. Okay. So notice where this candle was compared to where the actual market is pulling back to. It all lines back up with damn near to 50% of this box. So like if I were to take a fib, see that? Damn near to 50% of this box. Okay. All that's really important information because there's a lot of orders in this box that the market possibly wants to be able to come back, exit some positions, and then go for their sales, right? How far will this sell go? I don't know. This obviously could be a retracement to actually continue going higher, but from what I'm seeing right now, um, I'm looking at all this information to confirm strong sales because the DXY is bullish. So it would make sense that this would actually be looking for aggressive sales. Also, on top of that, GBP USD has been selling off. So a lot of the crosses have actually been selling off. So all right, now let's get more refined into this, okay? So what we could be looking for now is I was looking at this 2-hour candle, okay? And we can still be looking at this 2-hour candle, but we need some sort of retracement right now. So this 2-hour candle is actually still really good. On top of that, if we go to the 1-hour, you can actually see we have this candle up here that I don't actually think. Yeah, so for me, if the body didn't get touched, I don't feel like this candle actually got mitigated. So what that actually means is the market has a good reason to possibly come back and touch this. And what I want y'all to notice is notice where the opening of this candle is and notice where the 50% of the 2-hour candle is. So I might go out on a limb and say that that might be a pretty good area to look to get in, right? You got the 50% of the 2-hour, you got the opening of the 1-hour, right? I need to round it off so I might give it a little bit of space just to make sure. So do something like that. Come back up. And then we could be looking at about a 17 pip stop loss for a setup like this, okay? Now, this might not be the entry that I 100% keep or stay with, but as of right now, this looks pretty good. Overall target, I don't know if it's actually going to come back and take out this low, so that's why I'm not going to target that. I'm just going to focus on here. So we had a potential for almost a 12 to 1 So this is going to be NZD USD. And I'm gonna get into a habit of just dropping these for anybody that wants to keep them in the chat. So obviously these will be setups that I'm gonna call out in the chat at the time that they get closer to happen, but I'll just go ahead and get y'all that. So that's NZD to USD. Looks pretty good for a sell, but we'd have to wait for some sort of retracement. Like I said, I like that 1 hour candle as well too up here. So that actually looks really good. So we have that. I have a lot of as you guys see, a lot of markups over here. Let's go over it. GBP JPY was heartbreaking. I'm just gonna have to get over this one and just go ahead and delete this whole thing. So if you guys remember, this is the trade that I tried. I called out a sell limit here, didn't activate. I think I called it out here, didn't activate, called it out here, didn't activate. And I thought here would have been it, but it didn't activate. Look at how close it came to activating, and then look at the result. Absolutely heartbreaking. But it's a part of the game, as we know. I just kept it just to see if, possibly I don't see any re-entries that I like necessarily. So I'm gonna just leave it alone altogether. Because like I said, you definitely want to look for possible re-entries, but you want to make sure you're comfortable with it. That 11 hour doesn't look terrible, so I'll just like kind of mark that up and leave it. Kind of see what may or may not happen. Because as of right now, we can go ahead and talk about it. So like I said, these are the things I want to be able to more so start focusing on versus continuing looking for new stuff. So this is a setup I was already looking at, didn't activate. The market kept dropping very, very aggressively. And now what we see is we actually got a break of structure over here. So we actually got this break of structure over here. So maybe the market, when it retraces, maybe it probably just reacts off of this candle before it continues dropping. That would be the more aggressive entry. What I would rather see is the market possibly do this and then see if we can get that continuation. So that's what I'll be looking for. Same concept. I'm gonna go ahead and give y'all that. I'm gonna just start dropping all the charts in the chat. Whoever takes advantage of them and saves them, it's totally up to you. All right, cool. So that is what GBP JPY possibility. And that looks good with the DeLorean EMAs as well. So all right, Euro Chef. Oh, Euro Chef ended up. This is another concept of, I don't know if you guys remember when we went over Euro Chef. I had marked up Euro Chef a few days ago, right here. I never ended up sending it out. Why? It didn't activate during the session. So remember what I told you guys, right? I didn't call this out and I didn't take this because this happened out of the session. This happened during the Asian session. Euro Chef is definitely a London session pair. Okay. So that's how I tell you guys, I avoid even taking losses like this because, in my opinion, some things are obviously still going to be valid outside of the session. But a lot of times when I told you guys it'll save me by not entering out of a session, this is one of those examples. I would have liked the setup during the session, but outside of the session, I didn't want to take it. And as you can see, it ended up benefiting me. So I'm gonna go ahead and actually take this off the hit list. Let's look at CAD CHF. CAD CHF, I'm personally still looking for a possible retracement back up to that 5 hour candle. I ain't gonna necessarily give that one out because I don't know if this is actually gonna, we just go see how this plays out. Obviously it can just come back up here and reject. And the reason why I'm kind of just flying through this is because, as you guys can see, I don't actually have anything to call out tonight. So I'm just telling you guys things for the future. For my knowledge, I don't really have any setups I can actually call out like tonight. So that's why I'm just giving you guys all these plays for future reference. So what I would like to see on this similar concept, as we see, right, we got a break of structure. And you see how many pairs I have. So I'm definitely not finna try to, just take so much time on any individual one. So we got this breaker structure here, right? We can see that the market started doing what? The market started forming lower highs, right? All these, and then this is the final one. So we finally got that breaker structure here. So what could possibly happen is the market pull back up to this 5-hour candle and then drop. So that's what I would be looking for on CAD CHF. USD Chef. As you guys know, I really hope it actually comes back up here, but I've now had this markup for, and this is why I've been trying to tell people, I'll be having markups for a hell of a long time. That's why you guys never see me delete these, because these are higher time frame setups that will eventually happen, hopefully. And when they do, I'm not going to be fumbling trying to, oh, damn, I forgot about that. I'm not going to forget about it because it's always going to be marked up. So this 7-hour candle ended up forming, this was January 31st. It's February 24th. It has literally been almost a month. And we're still waiting on this setup. But eventually, obviously, like I said, what I would like to see is, you know, the market pull back up to this 7-hour candle and then fall out the sky. That's what I would like to see. USD CAD, that's not gonna come back, so that's gone. I'm gonna leave it on here though. I like to keep all the markups that haven't hit on here. This is nowhere near happening, so let me start moving these to the bottom. I can move this to the bottom. NZD USD, we already went over that. I can actually put that at the top because that might be more. GBP USD. So GBP USD, similar. If you guys look at GBP USD is looking extremely bearish right now. So what we ended up seeing is the market actually broke below this pretty strong level of structure. So this actually has been here for about 2 weeks. So this level was set about 2 weeks ago. The market just now came back and took it out. So what does that mean? That could mean that we had this incredibly strong bullish movement, but now the market might be getting ready to sell off, which obviously could just be a deeper level of retracement possibly here before the market continues higher. So what could we be looking for? We could be looking to see if we can get in, right, on a possible retracement if it gives it to us to be able to take a continuation. Now, where would I be looking for that at? The best entry, it would be between this 1 hour and 2 hour candle. So let me see which one is bigger. Pretty sure it's the 1 hour compared to the 2. Yeah, the 1 hour is definitely bigger. So this 1 hour candle on GBP USD, I think this could be a good opportunity. Like I said, I don't have like an exact entry or anything. So until it starts retracing and I can utilize my fib, I usually just 50% and put the entry there and just save it as is. So what we like to see on GBP USD is, and as you see, it's just dropping. So this is obviously probably not going to happen this week. But this is what we like to see on GBP USD. So let me also put the time frame so you guys know what time frame you're looking on. So that's the 1 hour. 1 hour candle. Take a picture of that. Drop that in the chat. Oh, my bad. I posted the first chart twice. My bad. We upload yesterday's session. You said one thing about weekly lows and blah, blah. Oh, okay. Got you. Yeah. That's actually what I'm going to do whenever I get off this call. I'm going to start uploading that for tomorrow. So I'm glad you reminded me. Got you. Now we're going to go to AUD USD. So the AUD pairs are all looking, not all, but a few of them are definitely looking pretty juicy. So what we can actually look at, what is this? AUD JPY. So AUD USD. So what you guys can see on AUD USD, what time frame was it? It was the 9 hour. So on a 9 hour time frame, what you guys can see is the market came back above these highs right here and then reacted off of this 9 hour institutional candle. Okay. So after you got that reaction, you can see exactly what happened. So this makes a lot of sense for this reaction to happen. So now what we can possibly look for is within this wick that we got our reaction, okay, we can look for a possible re-entry if the market gives us a retracement. So in that wick, as you guys can see, I ended up finding this 2 hour candle. Now, one thing I want you guys to be able to imprint in your head, whenever you see an institutional or engulfing candle that has little to no wick on it, those are going to be some of the best ones to trade. So kind of just start fixing your brain to be able to identify, okay, on the opening of this candle, whether it be bullish or bearish, there's almost no wick on that. I'm not talking about up here. For the bearish candle, I'm talking about the opening of the green one, right? Little to no wick on that candle. That's going to be major. So what do? I take the 50% of that. I'll put my trend line in the middle and I'm going to just save it and wait to see if we get that retracement. Now, as of right now, we haven't necessarily, because one thing I want to start speaking on as well too, as far as like the like a big, I guess, like break of structure. So you could say, so like if you look down on the like on the lower time, you don't need to be on lower time frame. If you look right here, we already did technically get the break of structure, basically right here, right? So the market did actually give us a break of structure. So this is obviously a confirmed downtrend, possibly to confirm, you know, break of structure is what I meant to say. So what we could be looking for is something like this on AUD USD. So let me go ahead and drop that chart. Like I said, we got hella markup. So that means the upcoming weeks or the upcoming month could be very, very exciting. Very, very, very exciting. All right, go ahead and take that out. All right, what else we got? AUD JPY. So if you guys notice, I have AUD JPY marked up. This was actually something I was previously looking at. I didn't actually take this entry, unfortunately, this original one, but I kept that line there for future reference, and it's gonna benefit us with what I'm about to go over. So as you guys see, it's the opening of that 5 hour candle where the market ended up reacting, similar to what I just explained on AUD USD. If you notice how this reaction happened, right, by the market actually coming up above a high and hitting that candle of interest, right? So we ended up getting a really strong reaction to the downside. And if we look within that that wick, I ended up finding this 6 hour candle. So if I were to take the 50% of that, in a nutshell, you can actually see that the market reacted perfectly to the 50% right here before it ended up continuing. So to be honest, I'm pretty mad at myself because I didn't pay attention to this. So this is what we should have gotten originally. Just being honest. We missed this one. I wasn't really tripping on this one for certain reasons. I ain't gonna go into that's gonna take too long. But I definitely should have gotten this. Didn't get it. That's cool. Why is it cool? Because we can now get the third hit, right? So you got this that caused this, this that caused this, and now we can possibly get the final frontier, because if it pulls back to up here, pretty sure it's going to be permanently gone. So once again, what do we have? A break of structure right here, okay? And a 2 hour institutional candle. But once again, what does it have? Little to no wick on it. It's very important. Notice how AUD USD is on the 2 hour. AUD JPY is also on the 2 hour. That's a good correlation to have as well, right? So similar thing. I don't think I need to necessarily draw the lines because y'all should know that you should know what you're looking for as far as direction. So that'll be for sell, obviously. Gonna go ahead and drop that in the chat. So y'all got like a gazillion charts at this point. But like I said, I doubt any of this is gonna happen this week because it's already Thursday, and that'll be a pretty. These are not fast moving pairs, so that'll be a pretty mean momentum swing to ask for the next couple of days. AD Chef, same thing. Like I said, all three of these are actually on the 2 hour, and they all look extremely identical. This one, kind of similar to NZD USD. This candle right here, the market ended up pulling back into, if you guys notice, because this candle actually swept these equal highs up here. So this candle actually went above these equal highs. It gave a strong reaction to the downside. This reaction happened from over here, but it technically took that high first. So with all that being said, this is a valid reaction to look for a possible continuation. Damn, did I just erase all that? Yeah, my bad. Thank goodness for being able to rewind. Oh my gosh. So similar thing. Now, if you notice, this would be the concept of process of elimination. Let me explain why. Notice on AUD USD, we actually have a confirmed break of structure, right? Notice on AUD JPY, we got a break of structure. AUD Chef, we don't actually have a break of structure yet. So what does that mean? It doesn't mean that this is a bad trade if before it breaks that it comes back. It doesn't mean that you shouldn't take it. I'm just saying, if you know that you got two other AUD pairs that actually give you that break of structure, you might want to think about going with one of these before you go with AUD Chef. Let me get you to drop a 2 in the chat if that makes sense. Right? So if you have the break of structure, this is like what I'm showing y'all is process of elimination. You're going to have a lot of pairs that all look good at the same time, but your brain should tell you that doesn't mean I should take all these at the same time. So let me start seeing what looks better than the other one. This will be an example of that. AUD USD and AUD JPY look better than AUD Chef because they got breaks of structure. Okay. Let's move on to USD JPY. USD JPY, I like this one as well too. Like this one is pretty straightforward. I'm gonna be honest. You guys probably already see it. So if you guys just look right here, right? All I have to do is put this here, okay? We can see that the market has clearly started trending. Break of structure here, right? Break of structure here, right? Give me 1 second, hold on. All right, I'm back like a Cadillac, man. It is raining outside. But is this raining over there by you, my brother? It's starting to like drizzle outside over here. You know, Houston be having that on and off weather. Yeah. Oh, okay. Houston be having that on and off weather. Be raining for 5 damn minutes, and then it just like somebody turn the faucet on and turn it off real quick. Be random. Oh, you're in Finland, Axel? Shout out to Finland, my brother. This whole time I never knew where you were actually from. Shout out to Finland, my brother. He said it's raining in Finland too. That means you want to know we in sync right now. You feel me? We in sync right now. It's raining everywhere. It's gonna be raining money in our bank accounts. God damn it, that's what it's gonna be raining. You feel me? But USD JPY, honestly, I don't know what the heck I think I just clicked Internet Explorer. Yeah, I did. USD JPY might actually be something that could possibly happen tonight. So I'm actually moved that to the top. Yeah, we've literally gone through everything. This is actually the last pair. So USD JPY, let's go over USD JPY. So we got about 15 minutes left before you guys know I'm gonna start promoting John Dollar and Rock Kumar's call, because that's what I'm gonna get on. So that's obviously why I'm gonna promote it. You feel me? So what I like about this is, as I said, we've already started confirming that this is a downtrend. So the market is walking this down. So we got this reaction from this institutional candle up here, filled in this imbalance. What did the market start doing? Breaking structure. Where was the first level of structure break? Right here. Where was the second level? Right here, right? Where's the third level? Right here, right? So the market is literally showing you over and over and over, hey, I want to keep going down. Are you going to hop on for the ride, or you just go stand off to the side and wait for me to come off the roller coaster? You feel me? It's two kind of people. There's the people that go to the amusement park and they go get on the roller coaster, and there's the people that's going to be like, nah, I'm gonna stand down here. I'm gonna be down here whenever you, I'm gonna be down here listening to you scream, but I'm gonna just stay down here. Don't be the person off to the side watching a roller coaster go. Don't be that person, right? You want to be on the roller coaster. You feel me? So I'm trying to get on the roller coaster. Now, the way that we go get on the roller coaster is fairly simple. We can look for the market to retrace here and then continue dropping. Okay. Now, one thing I want to look for is my EMAs. Now, I'm going to be 100% honest with you guys. I'm going to tell you why I'm personally not going to take this, okay? And break it down to you real quick. One thing I'll start utilizing more and more as I kind of get back into using it, because I did kind of get away from it a little bit, is my DeLorean EMA. So if you guys don't know what the DeLorean is, go to my YouTube channel. Got a video. You can literally type in Tyree Samuels DeLorean, and it'll be how to use a DeLorean scanner or whatever, something like that. So this dark blue EMA is going to be, I ain't gonna go into all to it because that's gonna take too long, but this EMA is basically the strongest one, okay? So you got multiple EMAs. The dark blue one is the strongest one, which means what? One or two things can possibly happen. Since the market just broke below this level of structure, which is also it breaking below this EMA, that could be a really, 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 really good confirmation that it's going to keep dropping. Or it could mean that the market is about to trampoline back in the complete opposite direction, right? That's literally what it means. One or two options. Now, one thing I'm personally noticing is if I go to lower time frames, it looks really good. I'm just gonna be honest. It looks really good. Like really good. Even as you start working your way up, you can see the market has a lot of, imbalance up in here and stuff like that. So I might change my mind because I really do like this. The only thing that's throwing me off is that EMA. But like I said, that could just be something that's making me not want to. Oh, you say you're in a buy at 420? Damn, 420. Jesus. Yeah, you did that. Jesus, brothers. That's all the way down here. Good Lord. Oh my God. Lord have mercy. So yeah. So we shall see. I'll see how I feel. This week has already been a little spotty, I'm be honest with you. So this is gonna be an example. I'm gonna be real. If I take this, I'm just gonna take it myself. I'm not gonna call it out. Cause like I said, since I can identify there are better setups in this, it's still a good setup. And it goes with the trend. So we'll see. But I'll give y'all that. So that'll definitely be at y'all's own discretion, and we can come back and talk about this tomorrow or whatever. But you know what I'm saying? You guys know the routine. 50% it, right? And you want to be able to look to enter somewhere between the 50% and the opening of the candle, basically. So that's basically like your entry zone. If you guys were to look for that, Obviously, as far as targets, um, you could look for something like this. That could be like an overall TP or something like that. I think that would be dope. Obviously it could swing further, but that would kind of be like what I would be looking for. So I'm gonna drop that in the chat. Whoa. What was that? Yeah, that was a 2 hour. I might change my mind. It just depends on what it looks like. I might call it out. I might not. It's obviously got to give a retracement, so I'll see. I shall see. This is what we can also go over. CAD JPY is still dropping, so I don't know if any of y'all are still holding that, but that's why I told y'all never manual exit a trade. So I'm still holding it. Here's where my break even is. I gave y'all the update for that in the chat, so I'm still holding it. It is approaching my second take profit, which is amazing. So just like an example, kind of like what I'm talking about, definitely always swing your trades, guys. Do not manual exit your position. And here's like an example I'm gonna show you guys as far as me looking for re-entries, right? Because tonight, this is what I'm gonna be back testing all night. Re-entries. Because like I said, I think my biggest level of opportunity is instead of continuously looking for new setups, look to keep taking the trends in the setup that you're already in. Just look for extra entries in a trade that you're already in, right? So if I look at CAD JPY, notice how here's where we got our entry, okay? And from here, I could have now started looking for additional opportunities to be able to continuously get into the market. Now, this imbalance right here, even though it's on a lower time frame, this could have been your first opportunity. But you guys know I like engulfing your institutional candles. The fact that I'm on such a low time frame and there's still so much wick on this candle, I don't like it when there's a lot of wick on the candle. So I wouldn't have really been looking for that. So what would have been my next opportunity? Keep in mind, like I said, I'm already in the trade. I'm just looking to see if there are extra opportunities to continue getting in and making more money. Needless to say, I would say this gap that was left up in here. So like I can go to a little bit higher time frame. So this gap that was left up in here, right? What is that? That is an imbalance. Okay. So keep in mind, we've already confirmed that we're in for sale. We're looking for sales. And the market is technically still breaking structure on its way down. So there shouldn't be a whole lot of fear to be like, you know what? I'm already in the trade. I'd rather take another entry in a trade I'm already in versus to go look for something new. And if you guys know, I like looking for, the biggest candle in the highest time frame. Let's see what we can find. So we got that. What's this? We got this 2-hour candle. So that 2-hour candle looks like the best one. So remember, like I said, it's a little bit easier to obviously see it on lower time frames, which you can use that as well too. And you know that this is going to be something that you want to be able to get an additional entry in. So if I were to actually let this play out, look at how that played out, right? Look at how the market reacted. Look at the time of day it happened. It was about 2 a.m. Beautiful. Open of London session. Like that would have been absolutely perfect. The market gave it a reaction and it kept dropping. So these are some of the things I'm telling you guys. What I want to be able to do more is get y'all the initial entry. And then as y'all get on these sessions, give you the re-entry. Because I'm not going to call out the re-entry because I feel like that's going to be too confusing for people. You might accidentally close out the wrong entry or take profits from the wrong entry or something like that. I think that's too confusing. Obviously, it's easy for me to manage, but to leave that up to the next person, that's going to be too confusing. So I'm going to start giving you guys the initial entry like I've been doing. And then when you get on the call, we're going to start looking to see if we can find re-entries. So as of right now, I don't. Oh, look! I actually got y'all. Look! There's actually going to be a re-entry I already got for you guys. So look, not on this one. We're going to go to. Oh, also Euro GBP. If you guys do not know, Euro GBP ended up hitting break even. So if you guys don't know, my boy Butters was on here to witness it. We got the beautiful sniper entry last night. Absolutely amazing. The market came disgustingly close to our TP. Did not hit it. We were at break even, so we did not lose money. Obviously, if it hit and you have spread, you might have lost whatever. Y'all know how that go whenever it's break even and the spread takes you out. So technically you didn't, conceptually you didn't lose anything. So now what we're possibly looking to see is notice right now in real time, what do you see happening? Right? The market ended up sweeping liquidity one more time, which is maybe what it was looking to do. Okay. So the market maybe was like, you know what? I'm not done yet. God damn it, I want some more. You feel me? So now it is not a coincidence. Because remember what I told y'all, midweek reversal. You're not always gonna get it the exact day. So maybe it wasn't yesterday, maybe it's today. You feel me? The analysis is still accurate. It's just that this maybe wasn't the move for the market to start taking off. This clearly looks like it's going to be it. So now in real time, because as you guys say, I wasn't even looking at this because it wasn't even the right session until now, anyways. Because we're literally the London session is about to start. I want to see if I see anything I like. But like I told y'all, just because I see this market moving, I feel like it's going to go up. I still got to find an entry that I like. And as of right now, it would definitely be this candle. I like that. I like that a lot. Yeah, Butters, I think we definitely go take another crack at it for sure. That candle closes in 2 hours. So if any of y'all, I can actually get y'all to mark up now, to be real with y'all. I'm not gonna call it out until the candle closes though. And that's the thing y'all gotta understand too. I'm giving y'all this markup, but obviously if y'all don't see me call it out in the chat, it's not valid. Cause what y'all gotta realize is just because it's engulfing now, in 2 hours, it might not close like that. So that's why you guys always have to make sure you wait for the candle to close. I've literally witnessed that too many times. It looks like it's finna close engulfing and then it just doesn't. So that 6-hour candle looks beautiful. Reason why I like the 6 hours because it has the least amount of wick on it. And what's important is that wick is actually what swept that low. I like this a lot, actually. This is rather magnificent, if I don't say so myself. So y'all want to know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna take the 50% of that joint. That's what I'm gonna do. Yes, sir. I like that a lot. And one thing that I don't know if anybody's noticed as well too. One trick that I learned, if y'all notice, whenever I teach y'all, take the fib like this. So whenever I teach y'all this, damn it. So come on. So whenever I teach y'all this and I'm like, oh, okay, you want to be able to use the fib level to find the entry in the entry zone, right? That's only assuming, remember this, that's only assuming that the market actually goes somewhere. If the market closes like this and it immediately pulls back, I don't have anything to fib. You know what I'm saying? Because technically fibbing like this, that's not like a real fib. Because now look how deep all these are, which are way below the 50%. That's not usually how we enter. So I'm gonna give y'all the trick. If the market, because sometimes it will happen like this. If this candle closes bullish and it immediately gives you the retracement into this candle on the very next candle, just look for the 50% for your entry. That's the only time that I'm just going to automatically go at the 50% because I don't want to do the opening. The opening is too aggressive. The opening is too aggressive. So I'm going to just generically go for the 50%. Now, obviously, if this market closes, it starts going up and then it starts pulling back, then yes, you would then take out your fib and do what I normally teach you. But in the event that this candle closes bullish and it immediately gives you the retracement, just look for the 50% entry because you can't really use the fib in that scenario. But look at how it's fluctuating, right? So like I said, it might not necessarily close bullish, but we do have 2 hours. So regardless, what was that, the 5 hour? What was that, the 6? Okay. I'm gonna get out this markup. And then like I said, for y'all to really know if this is valid is if you see me call it out. Obviously, I may or may not fall asleep, so that's why I'm gonna tell y'all anyway. 6 hour Only look for this if it closes bullish. Okay. Gonna go ahead and save that, copy it, drop it in the chat. All right. So Euro GBP could have a possible opportunity. Y'all see how I did that? Yeah, y'all know how I get down. Y'all know how I get down, man. All right, so that's Euro GBP. I like that a lot. That's still definitely one of my favorites. Has a lot of potential. Am I done? Yeah. Oh, oh no, I'm not done. We're gonna talk about GBP Chef. So GBP Chef actually did hit our break even. CAD JPY kept trending. So if you guys look at it, I was disgusted. Look at GBP Chef. GBP Chef literally wicked our break even right here and then kept dropping. So I put my break even right there because I didn't take this as my re-entry because it was something about it that I didn't care for. But I put my break even above here because I felt like if it violated this area, it would probably just keep going. Obviously, that wasn't the case. It swept liquidity from above this area and then proceeded to drop. But like I said, you always want to not get mad that you didn't get in the move that you see. You want to see if there's another move to get in because there's always going to be a retracement at some extent. So if you guys notice, if I actually started scaling in, I think it was the 11, right? Look at this 11-hour candle right here. And then look what we once again had, a break of structure. So just like everything else I've been showing you guys, what would I like to see? Some sort of retracement back up here for a possible continuation, right? Very, very straightforward. That's what I would like to see on GBP Chef. So we got our initial entry up here. The market ran for 100 plus pips. Got the retracement, broke structure again. So now we just want to see what we've been seeing. Another retracement for a continuation. Excuse me, I'm gonna drop that in the chat. Yeah, I know. And GBP Chef is definitely one of those odd pairs that the average person never looks at. So I don't even know how many times I've traded this. If I'm be honest, it's not the prettiest moving thing. So yeah, I know we take advantage of whatever we can though. Let's see what else we got. That's ugly. I didn't make a YouTube video for this one. This one was nasty, but yeah, this has already been trending. I don't really know how I feel about that at that point. Trying to get in. Nah. All right, so I'm gonna just scan the chart real quick, and then we're pretty much gonna call it a night because John Dollery and Rock Kumar are getting on. Now I'm gonna be honest with you guys. I was thinking about this, but it's just something about it I'm just not crazy about. It's too much wick on these candles. So this is what I had told you guys. I didn't get a chance to call out. I didn't take it myself either. But this I was hurt. I was hurt. But this is what I was looking for. The time of day didn't make sense. It was off by like a few minutes, which is why I was so mad. I was like, damn. Like I said, I don't want to break my rules though. So we got the reaction, we got the drop. Once again, as you guys see, the market has been breaking structure continuously. Broke it here. And then we once again broke it here. So what I'm feeling is the market is going to give us a retracement back into this candle. I just don't like that candle. It's too much wick on it. Like I just don't like candles that have a lot of wick on them, regardless of how valid it may be. Like notice how big of a wick is on this candle. Like I just don't like that. It just doesn't make me feel comfortable. Now this I'm not mad at. I actually didn't see this. This I'm actually not mad at. This actually might be a setup for tonight. I'm just letting y'all know. I did not see that. That actually looks really good. I would definitely prefer this over. And then look at that. So look at the difference between this and how it's showing y'all USD JPY. The candle, because I focus on the time frame that I'm looking to enter off of the most. So if I'm entering off of the 12-hour, then the 12-hour is what I want to gather a lot of information from. So I'm entering off the 50-minute, even though the 50-minute is really based off of the wick from the higher time frames, because all of these are wicks that reacted off of this candle. The 50-minute, what am I saying? The 50, you feel me? The 50-minute. I ain't like how that was coming out. The 50. Actually, this is really the candle of interest right here. The 30-minute. I like that. Yup. Yes, sir. I like that. Yeah, that 30-minute, because that's the biggest candle. All right, let's go ahead and mark this up, guys, before we hop off. Let me go ahead and put it on Go Live and see what them boys talking about. Or like we're saying Houston, let me see what they talking about. You feel me? You feel me? I could have just went here. That boy Johnny D. I see you, my boy. I see you, my boy. Got people in Moscow. Shout out to Mother Russia. Mother Russia. Let me hit it with the refresh. Yes, sir.
Figure 12900 for your side of things. It's about having a plan.
All right, I'm not gonna be on here too much longer, y'all. Let me go ahead and break this down because I don't want to miss that boy Johnny D. So I already gave y'all the breakdown as to why I'm even looking at this. Got another break of structure. Also, if we look at the EMAs, you guys can see that we're trending at this point, right? We're trending at this point. So this is now a confirmed downtrend. We've now switched direction, completely broke below the 800, and now the market is following along the aqua. Okay. Even if we go back to the 50-minute that I was originally looking at, the market broke below the 800. So this all looks really, really good. So same thing I'm gonna do as always, guys. I'm gonna start off by taking, actually, I'm not gonna use the 30-minute. I'm gonna use the 50. I'm gonna tell y'all why. One thing I noticed is I don't want to re-enter off of a candle that's already been mitigated. Mitigated basically just means the wick has already reacted off of the candle and it already confirmed the direction. So for me, I would rather focus on, I'm a 50% this, but I'm gonna look to, nah, I'm not. That wouldn't even make sense. Nah, so we're not gonna use that. We're gonna use the 50-minute. Because if you notice, the 50-minute has not been touched by a wick. So yeah, we're gonna use the 50-minute. I apologize, but yeah, that's how I like to be able to look for entries. So I'm not gonna do the stop loss and all that. I'm gonna just do that after the fact because I don't even know if this is gonna activate. So I'm not officially calling this out, but this definitely has the best chance to activate out of anything else tonight. Let's see. I'll just go ahead and give y'all like the entry and stuff like that that I'll be looking for. Be liking my fibs to be perfect. That's close enough. All right, let's see. All right, so the 88.6, beautiful. So we'd be looking to enter about right here. Round that off. So about 0.7250. Add 2 pips, so that would be a 10 pip stop. Beautiful. And then even if you just target here, that's almost a 6-to-1, and it's only 60 pips. Market could definitely, obviously it can come down here, but I would more so focus on something like this. It's like a final target, which actually lines up in between the 27 and 61. So you could look for something like this. you know, roughly 90 pips, about a 9-to-1. So I look for something like that. Gonna go ahead and drop that in the chat. 50-minute. I did it again. 50-minute. All right, 50-minute. Cool. All right, let me go ahead and drop that in there for y'all. So that's AUD NZD. Like I said, that's definitely I'm gonna go look at Euro USD JPY one more time. I want to see if I see something. Because like I said, I need to start back incorporating these EMAs like how I just did it right now, because this is pretty helpful. And that's also a process of elimination. What did I just say? USD JPY. Because it's starting to retrace now. What was my candle of interest? The 2-hour. Did it have any other good looking candles? It's only the 2-hour. Really. Let me see. This was actually a DeLorean on this time frame, though. But it's also in this imbalance, so that could be detrimental. All right, that's pretty much it, guys. I'm gonna go ahead and hop off. Appreciate y'all for being on the call as usual. Shout out to my boy Butter. Shout out to my brother, the penitentiary trader in the building. Shout out to my boy Axel. We got Steven, we got Rick, we got Money. Appreciate all y'all for hopping on the call as usual. Don't do anything I wouldn't do. I'm about to go hop on this Go Live session as you guys see in the background. And I will see you guys tomorrow to finish off the week. You guys have a great night. Stay blessed. And look out for that AUD NZD, hopefully. You feel me? Have a great night, guys. Peace.